Guys, I see a lot of discussion about Desi Consultancies on YouTube channels. And I thought I'll address some of the issues mentioned there. Trust me, I'm going to alleviate all doubts. Truly, any kind of questions you can ask, and I will tell you exactly how it works. And I'll tell you how and why all these students keep coming here despite the fact that there are Desi Consultancies, so-called the nemesis of the American consultancy world's society, right? That's because they make money. That's because they make money. Yeah, they make real dollars. Yeah. See, I see so many videos in which the person is saying, Desi Consultancies ripped me off, they ripped me off, did this, did that. Here is my advice, and I'll tell you exactly how it should happen. The rule is, after the post-grad is over, the person is supposed to return to his country, his or her country, within 3 months. If they don't find a job, then they're supposed to return to their country within 3 months. Yeah, that is the rule. The rule is not made by any Desi consultancy. This is a US government rule. This is the US government immigration rule. You're supposed to return to your country. Why don't you just return to your country then? If you have been, tubed by these Desi consultancies. A typical Desi consultancy would take charge of you, would teach you, train you, simply because you don't know the subject well. That's the reason you need training, right? Mold you into what is corporate, accepted like resume, like a corporate accepted candidature of yours. Obviously, you're not enough. That's the reason, you didn't get the job in the first place. And then give you a job, give you money. And I'm telling all the people who are trying to come from India to America, hey, here's a golden thing you should know. After 1 year or so, these OPT students, if they're worth their salt, they start to make $70, $80, $90 an hour. And that's the reason people stick. In fact, when a person gets a taste of Desi consultancy dollars, they want to stick with the Desi consultancy, because Desi consultancy works at a very low margin, like 5%, 10%. You must have heard of 80-20 or 85-15 or 83-7, right? That's because the Desi consultancy is working at a very low margin. 10% goes to the government, 11%, 12% in some cases, only 3 or 4% is the margin of the Desi consultancy. So the rate that the green card holder would get is what you're getting, minus 3 to 4%. That's it. Rest everything is yours. Yeah. And some of the Desi consultants make $150 an hour. Depends upon the skill that you have, because it depends upon your expertise. Just within 1 year, talk to any Desi consultant. Within 1 year, they start making this kind of money. So for first 1 year, when someone else is also profiting from you, how is that so bad an idea? And because that's not very bad an idea, that's the reason people keep on becoming keep on working with the Desi consulting companies. Agreed. 1 out of 10 is they would eat your money. But promising you a certain amount, let's say $25 an hour, and then paying you that $25 an hour is not fraud. And that's not fraud. That's the price of my service. That's the price of the service. And if you don't want to pay, reject it right at the beginning. Go to another consultancy, or best, go to India, your home country. Right? So but why many people don't choose that option? Because it's a really profitable venture. They make a lot of money. Consultants make a lot of money. Candidates make a lot of money. That's what I'm talking about. Candidates. They make a lot of money after 1 year or so, when they have acquired the skill set that is considered good. Let's say they become good in something, let's say .NET or Java or MuleSoft or Informatica or whatnot. Once they get a project for 1 year, after 1 year, they start making $80, $85 an hour easily. And that's the reason I suggest everybody should, rather instead of taking a permanent job, should take a consulting job. But the problem is, after 1 year, you are not a green card holder, so how you can take the consulting job? Join a Desi Consultancy. That's why many people stick to Desi Consultancies and many people leave a permanent job and join a Desi Consultancy. Guys, when someone tells you about Desi Consultancies are a fraud, this, that, that's all wrong. That's all bullshit.